Here is the tail of the tape for 4Players Gold Cup number 35 Grand Finals. It ends up being a human mirror. Both players able to defeat their undead rivals. It will be HawK versus Deathnote. And HawK definitely the clear favorite. We could see his win rate against Deathnote, but we'll see if it's any different today. This will be a best of 5. The starting map will be Northern Isles. Here we go. Here's Deathnote in the upper right. Going for an Archmage in the bottom left. Here is HawK as well, going for an Archmage. All standard. Standard, standard, standard. Nothing new here. And 3 farms, tower. No tower for HawK. We'll see what the creep routes are. Of course, you want to get level 3 early. You want to get good items early. And you want to be able to be the proactive one pressuring. We'll probably see tier 2 expansions from both players. And Breaker Mirror most likely throughout. I mean, I, for one, enjoy Breaker Mirror quite a bit. I actually like it a lot. No memes, no trolls. I like Breaker Mirror. Some people don't. And to those people I say, how can she slap? Wand of Mana Stealing versus Potion of Invulnerability. Better on the side of Deathnote. But Wand of Mana Stealing can be very effective as well at times in this matchup. Oh, 4th farm. As I say that, probably going to have a fast expansion from Deathnote, whereas HawK also going for a 4th farm. Oh, I'm just totally wrong, aren't I? This could also just indicate they're going for a quick lab creep with a delayed tech. But I think Deathnote's going to go for an expansion at least. God, I might just be totally wrong. They might just both be fast expoing. I think they're both expoing, guys. I think I got it wrong. What a way to start the Grand Finals. But we got lots of maps to make predictions, okay? We got 5 maps to get the strategies wrong. Here's the Militia for the expansion. Gloves of Haste from the green camp. HawK. Is HawK teching?
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, it looks as though HawK's going for a quick level 3 and he's going to tech. Not with the greatest of items, but Lightning Shield could be nice. These are all really good items to help the harass, actually. So maybe HawK can get something done here with the level 3 he's about to get from this split creeping. There's level 3. There's the Water Elemental. Lightning Shield. Oh, that's a lot of damage. But a lot of damage also taken on the Archmage of HawK. This is looking pretty good for Deathnote. I mean, he could still lose a whole lot more, but the damage on the Archmage is harass ending. And not a single peasant lost for Mr. Deathnote. Has 1 more charge of Lightning Shield, HawK. So maybe he could go back in for a second attempt, maybe clean up some of these low peasants, but we see they're already returning back home. What's up, Crota? What's wrong? What's wrong, Crota? You can tell me. You can tell me what's up. Oh, I really like Breaker Mirror? Is that what you're really aiming at? Yeah, I like Breaker Mirror. What's wrong? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with liking Breaker Mirror? Sunray Blades usually stomps that. Maybe that's why we're seeing a fast expansion from Deathnote, so that he can get to tier 3. At least now we can tell the breakers apart. Wait. Red against yellow, quite easy, quite easy. Tier 2, very delayed though for HawK. Not even early enough to maybe get a panda and keep pressuring the expansion. And heal. And mana for the Archmage that will try to continue the pressure. Ooh, the Water Elemental for Deathnote, though, looking to get a cancel. Especially on that Archmage, that'd be juicy. Footman. 3 of them, in fact, going in to kill some peasants, and Deathnote trying to heal up himself. Look at the items for Deathnote. Oh my god, I didn't even realize they got Claws +9, but these are perfect items for Deathnote. Short of maybe a greater healing, maybe Scroll the Beast even at times, but very good items for Deathnote, who's now teching, and we can see the tech difference. Not that big. Not that big. And this is probably going to be how the game goes. We're going to see HawK knocking at the door of the expansion for probably the entire game. Oh. Let me untime out that guy. That was a bot. A bot messing you up. Archmage getting very low. Some footmen die on both sides. 1 and 1. Tier 2 now done, but it's going to be a Blood Mage for HawK. Double Arcane Sanctum. Blood Mage, very interesting.
Forces are under attack.
Blacksmith coming up for Deathnote. Defend also coming up, and he's got plenty of footmen left over, these water elementals. Could go for a cancel maybe on that Arcane Tower, but they're looking for cancels on the healing instead. And here comes the cowboy, or the priest, if you will, whatever you want. Priests can be cowboys too, right? You guys wouldn't judge, would you? And HawK now going to go for the lab, as it seems. Wants to creep up the Blood Mage. And Deathnote seems to be aware of this. He's going to be the one now pressing the issue. He's soon to be level, or tier 2 rather. Going to even up that tech differential. HawK just can never seem to get his Archmage healthy. Oh my god, he gets the last hit. Oh, Deathnote played out of his mind. Gets level 4, gets the last hit. Gets out of the surround, and he's gonna steal the rest of the creeps. Maybe he could even grab himself a Shredder here, if he wanted. Thought it was Razor in the finals. That was a miscommunication, let's say. Yes, 90-second delay, Crota. 90 seconds. Archmage gets mana for a water elemental. Zeppelin doesn't even need to drop into the base. He could just sit here, and already he's doing his job. He doesn't even need to kill any peasants. He just needs to force HawK to stay back. Oh, but it's actually getting into the danger zone. Just like in Food Safe, you know? Dropping below 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And town portal's away. Nice distraction technique from Deathnote, but not enough to distract HawK. He's a man. He doesn't care. He's pushing forward regardless. And what's the tech choice for Mr. Deathnote? Just double Sanctum, but with double economy. Alright, and HawK would love to get level 2 so that he can start flame striking the peasants, and over time, the attrition, he can kill those peasants, because it's going to be a long slog of a haul of a push, but the Bolt is trying to disrupt this push for now, and the Blood Mage actually going to go down. I think Deathnote's just owning HawK in game 1. I think he's just owning him, guys. There's another Stormbolt. And is this a surround? Okay, it is surrounded by the Zeppelin. HawK, very well aware, immediately focuses the Zeppelin, but it serves its duty to get the Mountain King out of the surround. We'll pay the price, but it's just a Zeppelin, guys. It doesn't have feelings. One more Stormbolt available. I think the Priest would just be the best choice. Just kill the Priest, honestly. He wants to go for the Archmage, you can tell, and now he's going to go for it. Force the TP, most likely. Maybe not, though. Okay, he does. Oh my god. A lot of damage, and that's just, you can see the items coming into play for Deathnote. These items are so good that if HawK would have had these items, and the expansion still would have been up like this, HawK probably would have been able to break the expansion just because his items were so good. Very important. Triple Arcane Sanctum. Is HawK going tier 3? No, he's not, so no way for Knights, maybe to counter the Mass Breakers, even though there would just be Swords regardless. Lion Horn. That's a very nice item in Breaker Mirror. And HawK probably has one more push left in him, gets level 2 on the Blood Mage. It's got to be Flame Strike. It's got to be Flame, yeah, it is Flame Strike. 57 against 45 currently, but a lot of the supply of Deathnote's currently still in Footman. Or at least, what, 6, 8 of it? I suppose HawK has the same amount of footmen too, though, so neither here nor there with that. The positioning, honestly, at the start, better for HawK. Siphoning away the mana from the Mountain King. No Stormbolt available currently. And HawK took a very good start to this fight, but the supply is going to only continue to grow for Deathnote. Yeah, he's got to send the Footman and the Water Elemental. Excellent play from HawK. He's got to disrupt this mining, or else there's no way he can win. Flame Strike, that's a big one. Continue to siphon away the Mountain King. Mountain King gets the bolt off before he's out of mana, but that was a mana potion. And ping pong begins with the Water Elementals. And the Militia defend against the Footmen and the Water Elemental that were in the Peasant lines, so Deathnote's not being disrupted economically currently, so as long as the fight goes his way, he's totally fine. 67 against 51. It was 48 for a second, but 51 now. HawK is going to need a miracle, but these priests might be falling. And Deathnote defends, and HawK probably not long for this world, at least in game 1. A 6-hit game from Deathnote. Real clean, real sexy, real sweet. And GG will be called 1-0 for Mr. Deathnote. Alright, alright. Maybe this is Todd playing on Deathnote's account. What do you think? It's Deathnote looking clean today. Yeah, how many points are on HawK? I don't even want to know. Is HawK a bird? Well, a hawk is a bird. Yes. Is HawK a bird? No. No. He's not, unfortunately. So game 2, not sure what the map will be, but there's no Echo Owls in this pool. There is instead Turtle Rock. So that was probably vetoed, and then what else would be vetoed? I don't know. I don't know what would be vetoed. But we're probably going to have all the maps. Maybe Last Refuge. Can kind of be a weird map at times. It's Human Mirror, though, so it's all comfort. It's all comfort. Could even see Turtle Rock, it being Human Mirror. Okay, final without happy. Yeah, and 2 humans. Deathnote just needed a minute. What are you guys going to do with the rest of the day? What are you doing after this? After this grand final? What are you guys doing? I mean, it might be 10 o'clock for you. It might be 4 p.m. for you. It might be 1 p.m. for you. It might be 7 a.m. for you. You got to be doing something. You're either sleeping, you're eating. I don't know. What are you doing? What are you doing? Maybe you're going to go watch Mr. Armin VB after this. Maybe you're going to go watch Grubby play StarCraft. Who knows? Who knows what you're going to do? There's an ELO limit. It has been removed, side. It has been removed. All right, Amazonia will be mapped too. We'll see if HawK can bounce back. If Deathnote goes up 2-0, even if HawK, finds his stride in map 3, I'm sure Deathnote would be able to close it out in style. So we'll see what happens. This map 2 might determine it all. Here we go. Here's Deathnote in the bottom left, looking clean, looking silky, looking smooth today. In the upper right, here's Mr. HawK, who looked great earlier. Maybe a little shaky against Sheik, and then maybe a little shakier against Deathnote. But you don't have hair on cheeks. Well, you can shave your cheeks. That is a thing people can do. Zelda 155. 5. There's 3 5s. Studying, stonks, play, head to bed. It's 10 p.m. Ooh, going swimming. That sounds fun. That sounds like a good old time. 3 midnight when they finish, yeah. Sleep. A lot of people going to sleep. Fair, fair. I've been sleeping good recently. I've been sleeping real good. You know, I've had a lot of issues in my life falling asleep, but recently I've literally been falling asleep in like 5 minutes when I get into bed. It's excellent. It's excellent. And it's not even though I've been on a good schedule, because last weekend my schedule was completely flipped because of War 3 Champions, so I don't even know what it is. It's not as though I've been on a consistent schedule for a long time, so watching Mr. Winner rerun after this. Wow, awesome. What's my favorite pizza? I get something called a, it's called a Jay's Special, which has banana peppers, mushrooms, onions, and, is it salami on it? With some feta cheese. It's delicious. I'll allow that. Oh, you got time. I allowed it. You got timed out. You got the double bot. Civ Sins. I'm sorry. The bot blocked your message. I allowed your message, and then another bot timed you out for 10 seconds. The horror. The horror. Everyone's getting timed out. Left, right, and center right now. Footman comes in. It will be claws again for Deathnote. What is it for HawK? Circlet. Not bad for HawK, but definitely better for Deathnote. Deathnote cannot complain about his items this series. That's for sure. That's absolutely for sure. This is the best of 5. This is the best of 5. You can always see if it's a best of 3, best of 5, best of 1, best of 7 down here. Footman is dealt with by another Footman. Oh my god, he gets a Mantle of Intelligence as well. HawK gets a Mantle. So both players definitely very acceptable items, but Deathnote with the slightly better items. Imagine gathering with friends after this. That's incredible. That sounds like a lot of fun. You got your PS5. Dude, you guys are gonna have so much fun today. You guys are gonna have way more fun than I am today. I was just gonna sleep and watch streams. I do have to make a music playlist for our Patreon today. I'm gonna do that after the stream. That'll be fun. Get to listen to some tunes. But other than that, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. Archmages, both being pressured a little bit. This Footman will die to the creeps, but I mean, it was low already. Is this 48 away? Yeah, HawK would get level 3 off this trapper.
A player's forces are under attack.
Days are a lot less stressful for you with no Ricky. Yeah, true. True. That's funny. Oh, this Footman wouldn't be level 3, but yeah, both players very, very close. Just a couple of kills. HawK actually split creep at the same time, but didn't let himself get level 3 from that. 2 peasants would mean level 3 for Deathnote. And there's no tower for HawK? 1 peasant, 2 peasant, level 3, enough mana for a water elemental. All the Footmen are hurt. And HawK just over here struggling to get level 3 himself. Deathnote already has a tower. Ooh, Deathnote. Maybe a little bit overcommitting on the Footman. The Archmage should get in there. Get in there. Even if you got a TP, get in there. Get some damage done. Deny on the Footman. HawK comes back to defend. Not without losses. Look at all the militia being called. Mozzarella maybe better on pizza? Definitely, you could say that. You could definitely say that. It's just, there's 2 cheeses on this pizza I like. There's 2 cheeses. Did all the Footmen die? Oh no. Hurricane prep down here in Louisiana. Well, good luck, man. Good luck to you. And Deathnote takes quite a bit of damage, but he does have a shop available when he returns home. HawK's been taking some serious damage, but he may force the TP here.
A player's forces are under
One more attack, but he gets away. Oh, Deathnote. Continuing to put it on. And at the end of the day, what does this amount to? Earlier Arcane Sanctums. Mountain King, not earlier. Yeah, but the Breaker, the Priest count, is going to be the difference maker for Deathnote in this game, assuming he can finally heal up his Archmage, which, of course, the Priest will help with. Very good for Deathnote, though. I'd say he's at an advantage in this game. He did lose a lot of footmen, though, lost a lot of health, so it's not as though it's a massive advantage, because their footmen, well, it's 2 against 4 currently, so... yeah, still definitely an advantage, though. And the Archmage goes to harass, a common play while you creep up that Mutant Kingaroo.
A player's forces are
Priests
under
are
attack.
going to be built. Second Sanctum a little bit late, so at the end of the day, Deathnote's going to be up like a couple of footmen and a couple of priests. Oh, careful with the Archmage there. Careful with that axe, Eugene, you might say, if you're a boomer. Bolt on the Water Elemental. Mountain King footmen come in, but the Militia are going to be able to help out Deathnote. Maybe a Zeppelin could be purchased. It's available, but it would have to already have been purchased, probably, to stop this Archmage from being forced into a town portal. Oh, no, the choice is the Mountain King. Oh, they're just killing the footmen. Just killing the footmen. Level 2 on both Mountain Kings. That means bash. Oh, surrounded by the peasants! Alright. Can he fight his way out? This might be a town portal pass. He's got to pass it now or he's going to die to a bolt. He's going to die to a bolt. Deathnote gets the Mountain King kill, and now he can even force the town portal. He kills the first priest. He can force the TP on the Archmage. Oh my god. Oh my god. No Adept yet. Okay, the Adept is going to be finished yet. Deathnote is massively ahead in this game now, guys. Huge. It's hugely ahead. And the expansion coming up, too. And despite the expansion being built and that investment being made, Deathnote's still going to be ahead army-wise and hero-wise. Just every advantage going to be Deathnote's. Deathnote's going to go up 2-0 if nothing terrible happens. What a madman. Hey, flying there with the Prime for 12 months, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. 1 year. 1 year. Appreciate you. Feel like I've known you for 5. No, you're right, Pillow Wins. You're right. You right, you right. That's a little metal for you. And not with a T, but with a D. Or Magi with a G. Double mantle. Oh my god, the items are just out of this world. But look at this Archmage. Get out of town, HawK. Level 3 Mountain King, though. Still the town portal available for Deathnote. Not Death Knight. Dang nabbit, that's another player. There is a player named Death Knight, though. First big fight with tier 2 armies starts, but 3 breakers to 1 is a big difference maker. Priest goes down. Expansion mining the whole time. Militia coming across the map. HawK realizing the urgency of breaking this expansion. Doesn't want a repeat of the last game. Oh, Bolt, careful. Bolts exchange. Berserker for Priest. Favoring the Priest loser, but definitely the army is still stronger for Deathnote. As a breaker falls, the only breaker falls, another bolt could kill another Priest. And the Mountain King no sooner to being level 3, but a surround maybe could be the difference maker. Oh, TP's out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Bash! Oh my god. I feel like Deathnote could have bolted the Archmage and actually got the kill before TPing there. I think he could have. Or forced to counter TP at least, right? 47 against 42. Are the farms late? I don't think they are. I think he could build a farm right now and just be fine. Love to see Deathnote build a farm. HawK is going to creep Mountain King level 3 and then try to push again most likely. But where do you even get Mountain King level 3? Where do you even get it? No town portal though. Hero focus, always an option. I think a Zeppelin would be wise, and Deathnote is a wise, wise man. Dude, look how much damage the Archmage right clicks do. Look at it. Oh. Oh. So sick. Hero focus on the Archmage that is the carry of the army for HawK. And ping pong begins in game 2 on the water elementals. And Zeppelin gonna save everything. Priest out of position will be bolted. Level 3 on the Mountain King, but he's out of mana. Zeppelin being focused down, so it can't save these heroes forever. 53 against 48. I mean, HawK has a chance here to break the expansion, and let's remember, Deathnote has no town portal to get out of here if his hero gets cornered. Militia being called from the back, though. There's definitely a breaker advantage for Deathnote. Yeah, and the Militia are going to help him hold this expansion, but HawK still has at least a snowball's chance in autumn to break this expansion. Breaker's going down level 4 on the Mountain King. The Mountain King has so much mana, and I think the next bolt might seal the deal. Potion of Vulnerability gonna have to dodge it. A lot of peasants transferring over. I would love to see those as militia. 52 against 48. HawK's still keeping up in supply. Despite this expansion mining almost 2,500 at this stage. There's the dodge with the Potion of Vulnerability. Honestly, HawK is doing a great job here. Oh my god, he might even kill the Mountain King. HawK? Is HawK doing this? Okay, the Mountain King makes it out. Oh, it's so close to going down. Let's not underestimate the damage the Archmage is doing right now. And I said last game, if the Archmage items were reversed, HawK would probably be able to break the expansion. And is he doing it this game with thanks to the Archmage items? Level 3 Brilliance Aura, by the way. Oh my god. Is Deathnote really losing this? Level 5 now on the other Archmage. Militia being called. Mountain King on his way back with mana and health again. Mountain King's about to have a Stormbolt. 50 supply against 47. Uh-oh. Stormbolt on Deathnote's Mountain King. Stormbolt on the Archmage, though. Town Portal might be forced. But the Mountain King dies for Deathnote, so Deathnote... Oh, he's got to force his TP right now. He's got to do it, but he doesn't. And GG is called, and HawK actually breaks through to the other side and gets 1-1. Wow, I think that was Deathnote's shot, guys. I think that was it. I think he had to get the 2-0 lead there. Man, what the hell? The Archmage items. Do not underestimate the Archmage items. Absolutely insane for HawK. It's the difference maker, man. Well, good thing we're not in the Amazon, Hitman. How about that? All right, 1-1 tied series. Man, I would love to see Deathnote slap back now. I'd love to see this go all 5 games. Be excellent, be excellent. Because HawK, of course, is the big favorite, so... That's why I say that was really Deathnote's big chance right there to close it out. To close it out, well, not close it out, but to get the 2-0. Which I'm sure someone of his skill could close it out with a 2-0 lead in a best of 5. Definitely. My god, my god, my god. I think if Deathnote was just a little bit more patient, tried to get, you know, a blacksmith, a lumber mill out front of his expansion, you know, fought with militia more often, made, you know, delayed the fight until he had a supply advantage and didn't just constantly trade, probably could have closed that out. I think there are a lot of things he probably could have done to clean up that late mid game, but HawK has proven to be really good. Not that we all needed to be convinced of that. Oh, let me update the score. It's probably a good thing to do. There we go, Blank. You got the reference. That snowball was sailing smooth, yeah, for sure. That's true. That's true, Smoke. He did skip the Arcane Tower and got punished. Didn't you say Amazon, Hitman? Yeah, you said Amazon, bro. Oh, I see. I see. Because we're in Amazonia. What does Amazonia mean? Define Amazonia. Ambiguous. Refers to the Amazon rainforest. Genius. Genius. Amazonia, Missouri, a village in the United States. There you go, Hitman. We're in the United States in Missouri. So what's autumn like in Missouri? Can anyone tell me? There we go. Because that's where we are. That's where that map is. It's in Missouri. How's that? How's that? How's that for a clap back? Here we go into game 3 on Last Refuge. HawK in the bottom left. Upper right is Deathnote. Staff of Teleportation could be a good idea for sure. Hey, and me with the Prime for 22 months. Appreciate you, appreciate you. Thank you guys for the subs. Baby, come back. I mean, it's only been like 5 days since Hitman played, guys. I mean, let's chill out. I mean, HawK quit for like 3 months. Archmage versus Archmage. Definitely a good map for fast expansions. Mercenary camp, very important on this map for the priests, for the berserkers. Defend, also important for that reason. Amazon River Basin area, yeah, absolutely. That was second on the list in the Wikipedia I was reading, though. Who knew Amazonia was a town in America? Who knew? Yeah, I know, Ark, right? What a loser. Footman pole, footman pole. Mercenary, 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 mercenary. It's also a national park in Brazil. Interesting, interesting. Well, we'll agree to disagree here, Victor. How about that? We'll see what the items are, of course. Flute, very strong. Robe of the Magi, probably the best. Sobi Mask, also very good. Scourge Bone Chimes, sometimes very good. Runed Bracers, pretty awful, all things considered. Robe of the Magi, the best item for HawK. Rune Bracers probably worth keeping for Deathnote. Later on, we saw the hero focus with the Stormbolt was powerful, but Robe of the Magi, I think objectively the best item.
A player's forces are under attack.
You know, I'm surprised we don't see more Panda, because Panda's been so common. We've even seen human players go Panda against Night Elf recently. Weird to see it not in Human Mirror. A full 7 days, wow. Gauntlets versus Claws. Okay, Deathnote now going to be Pretty happy with his items. Hey, if he doesn't pick up that tome... Okay, if he didn't pick up that tome, I was going to smash my monitor, my 144 hertz monitor, and turn off the stream. And you guys probably would have approved if I did that as well. You guys probably wouldn't have minded. You'd be like, yeah, it's a reasonable response. Expansion for both players, as it seems. Do we have a 4th farm at the mercenary camps? Of course we do. Second priest will soon be off cooldown. 27 seconds for that second priest. And Circlet versus Claws. Both players pretty good items throughout the entire series, honestly. I don't think anyone has anything to complain about items-wise in this series. HawK going, or Deathnote rather, going around the outside. HawK going through the middle, and Deathnote canceling his expansion plans for now. Yeah, he's just going to tech. Probably aware that HawK is expanding. He's just going to go into the main base. Could maybe... Did he buy a Staff of Teleportation? I think a great play would have been to buy a Staff of Teleportation, send a couple of footmen to the Expo, force HawK back here, then Staff to the Expo. 7 days, 4 hours, 33 minutes, 38 seconds. And I think HawK, aware there was going to be some split pressure to his expansion, decides to go there with his army while defending with militia, but the losses are going to be significant. Panda comment on maps like LR, where they can go tier 3, makes sense. Footman, Berserker, cowarding in the corner. The insatiable Nico with the 3 months with the Prime. Thank you so much, man. Nico, what's up? I'll be your mirror. Anyone get that reference? Probably not. Any super mega boomers in chat?
A player's forces are under attack.
And Deathnote continue to pressure, but there does come a point when you just haven't simply done enough damage. This is, if ever you get a panda, it's right here, right? I think it's right here when tier 2 hits. Dies, level 4 versus level 4, the level 2 aura coming into play. We see how important the items are because of these sort of exchanges. So many right clicks, so many fireballs. But the expansion's still pretty well saturated. The main base finally saturated now. Tier 2 about to be done. Don't go Mountain King here, right? I don't think I think you just go Panda. I think you just go Panda. Archmage going back into the main base. Still no Arcane Tower. And, you know, 7 peasants. Not quite enough to deal with this Archmage and a Water Elemental, honestly. They would probably all die. So HawK's going to have to respect this. There's the Panda. Yeah, give it to me, Deathnote. Priest comes back, but Priest with no mana. Yeah, it was 15k, but it felt like 100k, that's for sure. Nicely deals with that harass. The Priest to heal is nice. The Panda, though, look at all the experience the Panda has, already 100. Hey, there we go. Someone got the reference. Well done, well done. That's what I love about this whole streaming thing.
A player's forces are under attack.
No matter what reference I make, someone always gets it. I think with a 100% success rate. Archmage continues to harass. Still tier 1 is HawK, and Deathnote goes into double sanctum, and the split push continues. This tower might be cancelable by the Berserker. And the Berserker will cancel the Arcane Tower. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. And there's no more breath. Is HawK going to hold on here with this tower? Very important to do so. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. The Arcane Tower holds. So close. One more second of being able to auto-attack would have meant the end of those peasants there at the expansion. Deny on the Berserker. Town portal back to deal with the harass of HawK. Deathnote with not a ton of forces, but of course his Arcane Sanctums are going to start producing the army that he needs. There is a breath, but not using it perfectly there. Could have maybe landed it on this footman. Level 5 on the Archmage. Big upgrade for HawK. HawK, I think, is stabilizing. His tech is probably underway now. Yeah, it is. Lumber Mill 2. Could get a Shredder if he wanted as well. Like, just think about all the extra damage these Archmages have done because of their damage items. You know? Just think of it. Think of it. Breath? Just kill it! Just kill the footman! Oh, what a breath it could have been. Oh, and what a breath it will be. Town Portal gonna be forced! Okay. Does use it. And Deathnote holds on without taking too many losses, and this whole time he's been macroing quite well behind this. So he can either go for a final push, which might actually be decent, or he could go for a counter expansion. I predict Hitmaver's Happy Best of 5 would pull 30k viewers? Probably, if it was at the right time, honestly. Maybe not 30k. 30k would be pushing the amount of viewers that I think actually just watch Warcraft in general. But it would probably be a record. It would probably be a record. And these Ivory Towers trying to make it a 2-1 record for Deathnote as he pushes forward. One priest falls. The Panda really has to be getting these breaths in, but he doesn't seem to, like, be, like, using the breaths a lot, you know? And Mercenaries pulled. Mud Golem joins the battle. Blacksmith, double guard towers up. That's what they're called. Double guard towers. These aren't going to be too effective for Deathnote. Sorks, Mud Golems, slowing everything. Oh, have the tables turned from game 2. HawK now trying to hold on. Deathnote trying to break it. Well, if you don't want to think about it, I guess that's that. I guess that's that. Archmage, that's not going to be that, is it? Potion. Used. Okay. Thought that was going to be the end of days for the Archmage level 5. Would have given the Panda level 3. And then he probably would have been able to break these towers. But without Panda level 3, it'll be very difficult. A couple of footmen. Oh, one more kill would feed it for the Panda. We notice he's trying to save his mana. Oh, he's going to get it right here. There it is. Nice breath there to cancel all the healing. Deathnote, again, looking to be in good shape. But can HawK hold on? He looked like he was in good shape last game as well. I think Deathnote's breaking this. What's the tech looking like? It's in fact done, and there's a Mountain King here, so maybe HawK could stabilize even if he starts to lose some towers, some peasants at his expansion. Oh, gotta be careful. Don't underestimate the damage of the level 2 Breath of Fire. Uh-oh. Breath used. The Archmage is dead. I think Deathnote's... This is crazy. Deathnote's gonna win game 3. He was so close to winning game 2. Deathnote's just looking like the better player today. Excellent play. Gonna break the expansion. He's gonna have towers up as well. Should go... Is he... maybe killing the Sanctums isn't a bad play, but I think he should just go break that Expo right now, right? Well, the Archmage is dead. Archmage back from the tavern, but no mana, not a lot of health. Close to level 6, even. Both players close to level 6. Panda almost level 4.
Are under attack. A town is under siege.
Yeah, breakers. If there's... Maybe if HawK can get, say, 6, 8 breakers, he'll have definitely the objectively better army, but it's going to take a while for him to get that many. Panda level 4. Expansion close to being broken, and GG will be called, and Deathnote gets the advantage yet again. 2-1 series going into game 4. Ooh. Ooh. Is this Deathnote's best matchup? I wonder, because he's killing it. He's killing it. Let's look up. I wonder what their tournament history looks like, these two. Let's look up HawK versus Deathnote. Let's see. Here's their tournament history. So, wow, somebody's already updating this, but we can see a lot of HawK victories here. Deathnote was able to win in last time in 2020. But look at all these. Look at all these. But, I mean, it's getting closer, right? We see 3-1 here, 3-2, 2-1. Deathnote's been definitely closing the gap recently, so. Will he finally seal the deal? Here on map 4, Concealed Hill. Let's go. Here's Deathnote in the upper right, the man in question. And in the bottom left, here is Mr. HawK. A lot of points on the line. Are there any Deathnote believers? Who predicted Deathnote here? Who predicted Deathnote? I'm sure there's a lot of people rooting for Deathnote at this stage, but who really had the stones to put the points on the line for Deathnote? Because you might be getting rewarded here for your faith. See if the Archmage is yet again the choice, as I imagine it will be. And there's the Archmage. There's the Archmage. Question now becomes, will it be the Orange Camp or will it be the Lab initially? Both have their purposes. This is an immediate level 2, which is nice, but this is also potential for a cause of attack. You can also just creep both. Why not? Was Panda's third ability. It's called Drunken Brawler. It gives you I believe it's a 7% chance to get a crit. And like a 12% chance to dodge. Something around there. Like 12, 14%, something around that. It's a crit and an evasion. But like half as effective as the Demon Hunters and Blade Masters. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Called Drunken Brawler. And it is, of course, the choice used because you don't get a lot of opportunity to use Haze in Human Mirror, and crit can be very good against the Breakers. Only one layer of clothes? Yeah, you got me. You got me. Clean clothes, though, today. Clean clothes. Did do laundry yesterday. Hey, Dursern. With the tier 1. First time. Appreciate you. How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Claws of attack. Dude, they cannot complain about their items. Circlet, claws, again. Items. So good throughout the entire series. Really, they've been so good. Has there been one game where they've gotten bad items? Where's the rings of protection? You know what's funny is what Deathnote would say. If I asked him about these items, he would say, yeah, I only get these good items because it's Human Mirror. Against other races, I would never get these items. Versus Undead, I wouldn't. That's exact. I know that's 100% what he would say. Lost my stones betting against Happy. Some people got rich off Happy this weekend. Alright, level 3 creep routes attempted. Oh, surround. That's going to slow down the creeping of HawK quite a bit. So this is going to allow, although losing a footman can be a big deal, it's going to allow Deathnote to be level 3 in HawK space before HawK is level 3 in Deathnote space. Gonna buy a circlet. Yeah, HawK's gonna be stuck on level 2 for a long, long time, whereas Deathnote we see already level 3. There it is. And he wanted to steal the turtles, gonna steal the Cloak of Shadows. But we'll see who takes the more. Yeah, the more damage. Feeling my plums. Well done. Well done. Alright, Footman Militia defending Arcane Tower, burning away what may have been another water elemental, but it will be stopped for now as Deathnote goes into the base. I like how Deathnote's kind of not overcommitting. He realizes he's going to be able to deal with this harass with just Militia and Footman. So he says, okay, I'll play it patient. I'll wait to have another water elemental and then maybe go in with it. We're in Wacky Town here in Game 4, guys. It's a series point, another water elemental available. There it is. Would the altar open the floodgates? I don't know if you can get through here. It may. For at least the Archmage and the water elementals. HawK close to level 3. Water elemental would do it. Footman would also do it. So the altars killed, a couple of militia die. Tech's pretty even, so Deathnote ends up slightly ahead from that. I think he could have maybe been even more ahead, but... Still, level 3 against level 2 advantage if the denies are on point, if the micro it doesn't slip up, and maybe he can get some more value before HawK. Especially if he can force HawK to summon this water elemental before he hits level 3. That'd be a big deal. Be a big deal. But HawK probably gonna hold out on doing that. Oh no, he does summon it. Alright, so... Even if he gets a Footman like right now, he's not gonna have a water elemental for at least cooldown. HawK could always go creep this for level 3. Footman continue to harass, but no kills happen. No corpses here.
The town is under siege.
And altar gets canceled. Peasant goes down. Deathnote continues to find some more kills. HawK finally gets his level 3, but these Footmen have been dealt with, and the economy looking much cleaner for Deathnote currently. Oh, peasants, no longer militia. But honestly, water elementals are much better against militia than they are against peasants because of different armor type. So you'd almost prefer them to be militia when attacking with a water elemental. But of course, Footmen are good against peasants, so it all balances out if the whole army is there. No deny possible. Even experience for the Archmages, but I think a Footman count advantage for HawK. Maybe he can turn that into something. It's about to be daytime. Gotta be careful with those Footmen. Uh-oh. Maybe a couple of kills, potentially. Definitely one, maybe two Footman kills for HawK here. Nice micro on the Archmage. Not quite going to get this second kill, but might be able to catch up eventually. Tier 2 should be done. Immediate Tier 3 tech for Deathnote, realizing that because he killed the altar, because he did some lumber damage, he could definitely get the Tier 3 edge in this game. And of course, if HawK wanted to go Tier 3 himself, you can't do it without an altar. But the altar's here, so if he really wanted to now, he could. But of course, we know he's just going for double sanctum. So if Deathnote can continue to delay, he'll have the Sundering Blades advantage. Oh, but the delaying is over. The surround on the Archmage has landed. And the Eagle's going to get out of here. He did cancel the Arcane Sanctum, though. And killed one more peasant. We do have a Mountain King out. He's going to call militia. Probably go for that lab. HawK, looks like he's pulling the red camp. Is he? Yeah, going to pull the red. See what item he gets. Auras are nice if they aren't Khadgar's. Claws plus 12 wouldn't be bad. That would sort of suit the theme of this series. Not the smoothest of creeping. Loses 2 footmen for it, but he does get claws plus 12. Of course, this series. He's got to get claws plus 12. Scroll the Beast, Zeppelin. Maybe a Zeppelin drop play in the hopes of delaying even further the scouting and the counter for the tier 3 of Deathnote.
A player's forces are under attack.
But he's going to give up potentially a hero level advantage in the Mountain Kings if HawK continues to creep while he's going for the Zeppelin drop play. HawK looking for greater heal, mana pot, probably those 2 items mainly. Invulnerability not bad either, which is what he's going to get. Can't complain with that. Here comes the Zeppelin drop, guys. I think Deathnote's looking to be in very good shape here, because this harass could do a lot of delaying. And all Deathnote has to do is delay, because he's going tier 3. He doesn't even have to just go over the trees. That's all you gotta do, just go over the trees. Footman, or Water Elemental rather, are going to try to scout the expansion, but he actually doesn't know. There's a world in HawK's mind where Deathnote, instead of creeping this lab with the Mountain King, he crept the expansion with the Mountain King, and now he's expanding. That's what HawK 100% is thinking right now, because this would be the standard timing for either of these players to be expanding in a standard Breaker Mirror. But HawK doesn't realize it's not a standard Breaker Mirror. This is tier 3 online, this is Knights on the way, this is Paladin on the way, and our Fire probably soon. Super, super sick. Mountain King gonna try to eke out level 3, which would be nice, but Deathnote seems to be aware of it, actually.
Player's force
Look how fast he unloads that Zeppelin, he's feeling it. Going for the Creep Jack, might just be able to get himself a Priest. Does get it. HawK's still not aware of the tier 3. I don't know where that Footman ended up. HawK 1 kill away from level 3 Mountain King, but he's losing some peasants. And he has yet to kill a unit here, actually, or else this Mountain King will be level 3. Okay, there it is off the Water Elementals. Going for a surround? Maybe. Zeppelin. Oh, risky. But he's going to get away. And again, HawK is probably thinking, this guy's got an expansion right now. This guy's got an expansion. If he hasn't scattered the tech, which I'm unsure if he did or not, but if he hasn't seen the tier 3, HawK is 100% thinking, he crept the expo. Maybe he checked the items, though, and he would see there's no these items on either of Deathnote's heroes. Paladin out. And look, breakers. Oh, no, Sorks. Okay, so HawK has scattered the tier 3 then. He knows. Because or else he wouldn't be going for Sorks right now. But of course, Knights are very, very good against breakers. Extremely good against breakers. The best unit in the game against breakers, maybe. Maybe Taurens with Pulverize. No, Knights are better. Knights are better against breakers. And Fragshard Mortar team's out as well. Does he have? Okay, Fragshard on the way afterwards. Oh, this is going to be a tough fight. Holy Light used. And look how fast the breakers would die. Is there staff, by the way? No staff purchase. Could have saved that mortar team with it. Yeah, but he wouldn't have the Zeppelin then. Fair point, fair point. But HawK had crept his lab as well. So. Ooh, Focus Fire, Potion of Vulnerability passed. Potion of Vulnerability used. That's a big invuln though. And staff gonna have to be purchased. He does have the gold for it. Please save your Mountain King, Deathnote, please. Oh god. And HawK expanded behind this, by the way. Oh no, Deathnote was in such a strong position. In seemingly both the games he's lost. Although he's holding on. I mean, HawK could overcommit, but HawK has an expansion to fall back on. Deathnote only has tier 3 to fall back on. There is a staff. Paladin gets level 2. Probably Divine Shield. Yeah, definitely put Divine Shield. Some units are dying. Weird time to use a Divine Shield, but I'll take it. Staff out. Priest in a weird spot, but safe there at least. 47 against 46. Mountain King is out now. Level 3 he is. Careful though. Careful with your Mountain King, HawK. It's dead. It is dead. Passes a TP, but doesn't quite get it. Staff should be available, but not quite. Divine Shield, not off cooldown. Paladin dies as well. So Deathnote holds. HawK takes some losses. Is HawK going tier 3? No, he's trying to just win 2 base on tier 2, which is definitely possible.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Deathnote could push. He could push, and he could kill this expansion. HawK probably aware of this and is going to go for a counterattack if Deathnote ever marches across the map, but... Paladin 50% out. Archmage got to be getting close to level 5, yeah, it is. We're trying to deny the Paladin, but I don't think he's going to be able to keep attacking this altar for long, yeah. So look at these mortar teams. Look how much damage they do. Oh my god, look at the damage. At this stage, I think HawK is overcommitting. He's going to have to dodge that. Surprised he's not throwing that bolt just to force the dodge. Yeah, he tries to fake it, but it's too late now. Mountain King's too high health. Paladin back. Oh, mortar team. Staff it. Oh, staff's on cooldown. My apologies. But there was a Holy Light. You cannot be losing mortar teams like this. They're the carry for your army. Potion of Vulnerability not used. Mountain King dies again for HawK. 49 against 44. This mortar team will almost die. Doesn't die. Level 3 Paladin. Alright, these heroes are starting to get out of control, guys. HawK is kinda... He taverns back the Mountain King again. Level 5 Archmage, is that... Nope. Level 3 Water Elementals. Weird that HawK is doing this. I mean, can't HawK just back up? Macro up to 70 supply, be 70 against 50. Win off that? I feel like he could, but he's continuing to push. Mountain King has to be careful. Holy Light level 2 is a strong one. You know Deathnote's thinking, when am I going to throw the bolt on this Mountain King? He gets burnt for a little bit of mana, though, so he can't for now. You know he's thinking. No Holy Light currently. Level 4 in the Mountain King. Water Elemental in the back. There's just been no priests this whole time as well. Wait, the priests have been back here? Uh-oh, there's a bolt, there's a bolt, there's a bolt! And it is good enough to secure that Mountain King kill. Just because the priests haven't been in this fight the whole time. And 50 against 55, but with that Mountain King being dead, there's a staff. Oh, there's no staff! Divine Shield is there! Okay, he had enough mana, he had the cooldown off. Mountain King gonna be quite a ways away. I suppose at the end of the day, this constant pressure from HawK does pay off. And yeah, Deathnote can't really fight without the Mountain King. Mountain King is the only X factor in these fights. Or else, you know, the Knights just get slowed and kited, the mortar teams get killed by the Water Elementals. You need the bolt to secure kills. And because of this, Deathnote's going to have to creep. And, okay, HawK is now tier 3. Okay, so HawK can even up what was the advantage of Deathnote before. It looks like we're going to game 5. Looks like we're going to game 5. Paladin almost level 4. Gonna be a big advantage to have level 4 Paladin, of course, against level 1 Paladin. Level 2 Holy Light is big edge. Oh, this altar. Gonna have to be repaired. There's some peasants. I'm surprised to see Deathnote hasn't called militia this whole fight either. Oh, 3 knights. Oh my god, look at the damage, guys. 3 knights, 3 mortar teams, all with inner fire. Oh, HawK, do not take this fight right now. Get out of there, HawK. Stormbolt, but there will just be Divine Shield. Mountain King back. Uh-oh. Overcommitment again by HawK. Even supply, but oh my god, look at the damage. Look at the damage. And there is a staff this time. He should really be saving this staff for the heroes. Screw the knights. Save your Mountain King. And Deathnote lost absolutely nothing there. Oh my god. Crazy game, crazy game, crazy game. And Deathnote still has a chance somehow. Because HawK just keeps pushing. Oh, that Knight's going to give away the positioning of HawK, but his back to the fountain is a place he wants to be. Mountain King almost level 5 for HawK. Who's Divine Shield off cooldown? It is. And Town Portal away. Oh, he didn't get the Red Drake. Is Deathnote aware that he didn't get the Red Drake? Oh my god, 63 against 62. But look how many more... This triple mortar teams. That's such a big advantage. Look at the mortar teams. Look at the damage. Look at the supply. Clap is good. Holy Light is there. Staff on cooldown, though. Deathnote has to be careful with his heroes. Particularly this Panda, this Paladin. Oh, Militia come in. Divine Shield used. Mortar team's a little bit exposed. There are 4 of these bad boys, though. Staff will be off cooldown in 15 seconds. I think this Paladin might just be dead, though, once it comes out of Divine Shield. The Militia are sort of breaking through. Oh, the Mortar teams are the carry of the army, and half of them are dead now. 55 versus 56. Supply is the Holy Light. There it is. No more bolts on the side of HawK. Almost one on the side of Deathnote currently. The Mortar team reinforces, but almost all of his friends have been killed. Really chaotic fight. Really chaotic. The Mortar team kills a couple of priests there. Oh, this Paladin, nice staff from HawK, my god. Forces the only bolt and saves the Paladin with the staff. That's how you use your staff, Deathnote. There is another bolt, though. Could maybe kill this Knight. No, he's going for the Mountain King. Strange choice. I think you just killed this Knight instead. Is there Divine Shield? Is the Divine Shield? No, Staff Force. Now no Holy Light to save the Archmage. And Bash gonna secure the kill, and that's gonna be game 4, right? Definitely. Both. Yeah, this Mountain King will soon die as well. Deathnote trying to long distance mine because the main bases are apparently out, and GG will be called, and we're going to game 5, guys. That was a nice map. That was a nice map. Wow, a lot of fights there. A lot of fights. And what will map 5 be? Will we get Turtle Rock? After all, will we get it? Let's see. Pandalin. Satan. Santa. Okay, what will be... It seems like Tide Hunters will be the final map. No TR, but TH. Which makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Okay, here we go, guys. Deathnote seems to be ready. They're just, tier 3 versus tier 3 is just so messy because the army's all over the place, the mortar teams are dying in the back. Knights are killing everything in the front, you gotta watch your heroes for the bolt. And here we go. Into game 5. 4 players, Gold Cup number 35 grand finals. This is it. This is the last map of the day. Then I'm gone. Then you guys are gone. We all get to go eat fish and chips after this, okay? You guys ready? Map 5. Here we go. Here's HawK in the upper left. In the bottom right, here's Deathnote. Very, very close back and forth series. Both games, Deathnote's lost. He definitely could have won. And both games where he won against HawK, I think he was pretty dominant. We'll see what the dynamics like in game 5. Now, Tidehunter is a map where you could definitely expand on as well. I'm even having troubles thinking back to what the strats were throughout the entire series, but we have seen fast expos on both sides. But we have yet to see a fast expansion from both players on the same map. We've seen tier 2 expansions from both players, but never tier 1 expansions. So will that change in this map? All right, Archmage. Archmage. We'll see where they creep initially. Most likely just this orange camp, but also could see a creep at the lab, potentially. You never know. You never know, do you? Do you guys know? I don't know. You might ask me, what do you know? Well, I don't know what I know. Do I do what I do, though? That's for sure. That's for sure. That's a yes. Footman comes out. Going to scout. Could also be going towards the lab. And it is going towards the lab for HawK, but for Deathnote, going towards the Orangi camp. Let's see how you pull this. I had somebody ask me once, how do you pull this? Here's how you do it. Mud Golem, boom. Solid.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm from Canada. The west coast of Canada. Level 3 Stormbolt means better than... Level 5 Mountain King better than level 4 Paladin. I don't think having a 1 level advantage on the Mountain King is better than having a 4 level advantage on the Paladin, or a 3 level advantage, but who knows. Deathnote gets Claws again! And Lionhorn, a very good item, not an Archmage item, but Deathnote, man, he's getting a lot of claws. A lot of claws, man. He's not messing around. Let's see, Mantle? Mantle? Bets on Mantle? Over under here. Oh my god! No way, dude. Alright. Alright, Deathnote. The gods want you to win this, man, okay? Now, HawK could get a Mantle himself, and he wouldn't be complaining at all with the items he got. Cloak of Shadows, playmaking ability. HawK gonna ask for a regame. Says, you got claws again. Not fair. Go. Deathnote denies the regame. Not gonna let it happen. Potential for another claws here. Circlet gloves also good. Gloves, why not? Look at this. Look at this. This is a game-winning set of items. One more green camp will mean level 3. On the side of HawK, split creeping at the same time will mean almost level... Okay, we'll get level 3. This is a sick creep route from HawK. It says blah. I think he saw the Archmage's items. You can't tell he's a hoser. A man aware of Canadian culture. What a guy. Damn, this is a sick creep route from HawK. I love this. This is so dope.
A player's force.
Perfect. This is an absolutely perfect creep route to counter a fast expansion. Immaculate. But the Archmage items can carry here. They can carry. If Deathnote did not have good items here, I would say it's almost good as over. But look at those fireballs. Look at them. Level 3. Level 2 water elementals. My favorite travel destination. I haven't traveled a whole bunch. I've only ever been from Canada to America, so. Disneyland? How about that? Disneyland. So I've been there twice. Happy item tool activated. Item tool, eh, Kevin? That's a nice way of putting it. It's just a tool, guys. It's not a cheat, not a hack. Ooh, look at the pressure on the Archmage. These items, man. These items, I know I keep mentioning it, but it is true. Ask any top human player, they'll tell you. This is what it's all about. Literally ask Infi. This is what it's all about. Ask anyone. I challenge you guys. I challenge you. Tweet at them. Lumber low, but there'll soon be a return. Ooh, a lot of peasants falling. But as long as Deathnote cleans up the footmen, I don't think he'll be too sad about this. Especially considering his expansion has been completed, Tier 2. About 70% done for HawK. But when he reaches Tier 2, he's going to have to be healing more than pressuring if he wants to go for a panda. Oh, round the outside. Oh my god. This is eventually going to be a town portal. Poor Mr. HawK. Maybe? Oh, he gets out. Tricky. Another footman will fall. Tier 2 is reached. Deathnote will be teching soon. Dare I say the best position Deathnote's been in this series. Maybe not. I mean, Amazonia, he was in a really good spot too, right? I might just be wrong in saying that, but the pressure... The cloak, finding a lot of value. I said it has a lot of playmaking potential, and now we're seeing the cloak have a lot of value. The lab available, though, Deathnote. Gonna try to get there, but this footman countering what could be a reveal. Oh, block, but potion used. Mountain King on the way. No, Blood Mage on the way. We've seen this before, haven't we? I think it was... When was the Blood Mage? Was that Northern Isles? We saw the Blood Mage against the fast expansion of Deathnote? Yeah, it was Northern Isles. So similar game here. Reset, I'm jealous. I'm jealous, bro. I've never gone in as an adult. I want to go. But it might ruin memories of my childhood if it's not as fun as I remember it being, you know, in my 7-year-old recollection of it. Blood Mage out, gives mana. Ring of Protection, by the way, from this camp from earlier. Not the greatest for HawK. And Tier 2, about 60% done. No mana for another water elemental currently for Deathnote. Might give HawK some temporary map control, especially while he's waiting for these priests to heal up his footmen. HawK does get that last hit. Replenishment potion. And the Siphon denies the next potential water elemental. This footman gonna fall. Almost level 4 for Deathnote. And that'll help because he's getting all his mana drained right now. Does get to level 4. Tier 2, so close to being finished.
Forces are under attack.
This expansion, oh my god, triple arcane. Is he gonna go quad arcane? Come on, give us 4 arcanes, Deathnote. Why not? Does that mean he's Nighthawk? I think that's a fair assessment. All right, are Sorks on the way? No, just priests with adepts and breakers to follow afterwards. HawK, can you break this expansion? This is it. Look at the triple arcanes, though. This tower will be cancelled, but the other towers will still stand tall. Tier 2 should be done, by the way. Yeah, Mountain King on the way, double Arcane Sanctum. Look at these towers. Oh, Flame Strike, that's a big one. Look how much damage the Archmage is putting in. And there's gonna be more Flame Strikes, assuming the Siphon is available. These Arcane Towers have definitely done their due diligence so far. And Deathnote, does he hold? He's got 2 towers left over. Is Mountain King available? He can now cancel that Siphon, as we see it in effect right there. Might get himself surrounded here. In fact, he has gotten himself surrounded. Trying to get out. Gonna get out, not without losing the majority of his mana. Bolt used. Kills a priest. And now the double sanctums, soon to be triple sanctums, are pumping out Breaker Priest. HawK has done this before, though. He's won in this exact position in this series. Let's not count him out just because he hasn't broken the expansion yet. Breakers coming in for both sides. 2 towers left over. Is the expansion being given up by Deathnote? I think a good play for Deathnote would be to go back home, call all these militia, and then TP back. I think that's what he's got to go for. He could definitely hold this expansion if he just militia TPs.
Town is under siege.
100%. So he's maybe not going to have to do that. 47 against 48, but of course a lot of the supply of Deathnote is in peasants, whereas HawK, not really. And these peasants will, over time, clean up the expansion. It's gonna take, it'll probably take like 5 minutes, but they'll do it. And 5 breakers against 6 currently. 3 priests against 2, so just overall an advantage for HawK. Even has a secondary hero advantage. You safe and summon units to kill them? Unfortunately not. Hey Broccoli 131, I see ya. Militia should definitely be called. That's something Deathnote has not been doing enough of this series, I feel like. Just call militia. You got enough lumber. Call them all right now. Flank, and you're forced to TP easily. Call the boys. Don't even, he's only calling 4. Just call like 10 militia. Ping pong on the water elementals yet again. Flame Strike to counter the militia. There's lots of Flame Strike where that came from as well. The peasants, let's check in on them. Doing their best. Mountain King. No chance of really dying because, of course, there's no Stormbolt. The Flame Strike is really, really good. Both Archmages on their way to level 5. I feel like they've had level 5 Archmages every single game of this series. There's all those militia that I was waiting for. Deathnote 52 supply. HawK 60 supply. Flame Strike level 2 now. Oh, it's good. It's really, really good. Let's check in on our peasant friends. All right. They're now fighting other peasants. As Deathnote begins to mine at this expansion again. But still a 10 supply advantage. Town portaling back here to deal with these 5 peasants. A decent chunk of experience to be gained. But HawK's probably going to make it as difficult as possible to kill these. And let's not forget, all the militia were used, but there's still a ton of lumber. Deathnote's got 500 lumber, as long as he's not getting upgrades, which HawK probably is now. Yeah, 1-1 on the way. As long as he's not getting upgrades, he'll have enough lumber for a long while. Probably for the rest of the game. So he's just got to focus on pumping breakers. And actually, the priest's not well positioned for HawK. His breakers are all getting hurt. Gets a surround on 1 breaker, though. And the expansion at last dies, and at the end of the day, HawK has a 12 supply advantage, a single level advantage, and he's probably closer to level 5 on the Archmage. He's almost level 5 on the Archmage. So HawK in a big lead here. Might even just continue the push towards the main base. And Deathnote not going to get any crucial level ups from this creep camp. He's going to try to get level 3 Mountain King actually off of it. But he's not going to have enough here. He gets Pendant of Energy. That's pretty good. More mana for the Blood Mage. And that's level 5 on the Archmage. Probably level 3 Elemental. He doesn't need... Oh, he gets level 3 Brilliance Aura. Okay. Oh, big Flame Strikes. 59 against 52. Militia being called. Even calling... Yeah, calling every single militia possible. That's the last Flame Strike for now. But, oh, never mind. Thanks to the Siphon, he's going to have another one very soon. 10 more mana. Look at the Brilliance Aura level 3, guys. Holy hell. Look at that. Look at that regen. My god. Level 3 on the Mountain King. Has a Stormbolt. Going to use it to stop the Siphon. Water Elemental's going back and forth and back and forth. Flame Strike is insanely good. Even denies a Water Elemental there. And the supply is getting a little bit even, isn't it? But HawK has expanded at the previous expansion of Deathnote. But, I mean, HawK is actually starting to lose some units. If Deathnote realizes HawK... Oh, nice Flame Strike again. Oh my god, the Flame Strike. Holy hell. Hold that thought. If Deathnote defends here, realizes HawK has taken his expansion, and then just the tables turn completely, only it's an easier push for Deathnote, because it's closer to his main base, but it seems like HawK might be holding on with these really nice Flame Strikes. He's soon to have level 2 Siphon, which is a big upgrade. Burrow Rush with 100 bits. Bits for the boys. Thank you, Burrow Rush. Oh my god, the Flame Strikes are so big. And when the priests have to heal each other, of course they're not healing the breakers up front, which is why maybe he's not getting kills with the Flame Strike, but he's damaging the breakers because they're not being healed. That's the effectiveness of this. See, they're pretty much all out of mana now, these priests. And 56 against 42 supply. I think HawK has sealed the deal. But what a grand finals it was. What a series. Did not expect this to go the full distance. Did not expect to see these sorts of games, but Deathnote delivered, even if he doesn't clutch it out in the end. He definitely came to play today. But I think the day is coming to an end. And isn't it like 2 a.m. in Russia or something? Or midnight? Maybe 1 a.m. in Russia? So it definitely is coming to an end. As the Flame Strike, oh my god, does a ton more damage. Even if it's only on the priest for like a single tick, it does a third of their health. It's crazy. Priest will fall. And just look at the amount of breakers. 2-2 probably even on the way. Yep. The lumber's still healthy enough for HawK to get an upgrade advantage even.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, I think if you're going to TP into a Blood Mage like that, you just immediately Stormbolt the Blood Mage so you don't eat a Flame Strike. And then there's also the off chance that you actually cancel the Flame Strike if he does the Flame Strike like early. And Blood Mage proves to be the carry yet again. Hero Focus might be the only opportunity. If he can get 3 bashes in a row, he gets 1. Come on, just 2 more bashes and maybe Deathnote has a shot here. Oh, he has a bolt. He has a bolt. Long range bolt, but he goes for the priest. I don't think that's the right choice. I think you gotta go for the heroes here. 66 against 40 currently. Breaker falls, priest falls, Deathnote finding some kills, but look how many breakers there is left over, with soon to be 2-2 upgrades as well. Falls level 4, the Mountain King. Level 6 on the Archmage. Flamestrike finally finds some actual kills and not just damage. And GG's is called, and they were GG's. 3-2 for HawK, who clutches it out in the end. But Deathnote played very well. Played very, very well. He had some very close games. Like I said, I think every game he lost, maybe I'm misremembering one of the 3 losses, I think he was in a position with an advantage where he could have won. So very, very close. Definitely, we looked at their match history previously, and he seems to be closing the gap, at least for Human Mirror. So well done to Deathnote, but HawK, with the experience, with the plays, with the Blood Mage, closes it out and takes the 3-2. And that's that for 4 Players Gold Cup number 35, everybody.